Uh, Go ahead and get into these
I wasn't even
intros.
near that.
We
What
got
is this?
Naruto.
What's good? Fuck. What's good? It's your boy Naruto here for the Dragon Ball podcast.
Big L.
Hello, I'm Big L.
It's really big.
Wow.
You want me to stop?
Ha!
You want
You
me to
niggas
stop?
thought I was joking, huh? AKA the takeover. AKA bring your girl back to Africa and she can serve me grapes. AKA the Godsmack. My mixtape coming out next week in Target. We call it the Hand of Glory. AKA the smack it down and all that badass.
All right.
AKA buy my t-shirt, Blood Money Part 5. AKA the Holiness. Alright, let's go.
Okay. So anyone who was looking forward to the PlayStation, PSN Player podcast last night, the news has been real dry, so we ended up doing one and everything. Summertime, middle of summer, July. So when news picks back up, you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to, deliver the goods. But as of right now, we're on hiatus until further notice, until things pick up a little bit. Sorry to inconvenience anyone. So we'll go ahead and write some of these topics here of Dragon Ball. So let's start off with Dragon Ball Super Episode 99 review. I'm sure you guys watch Super. So tell me what you think, Naruto.
It wasn't bad. Was it better than the last episode? No, it wasn't. It was nothing but talking about how the universe got destroyed. Nothing too interesting happened. Except for Krillin got freaking booted before Roshi, which I was so confused about.
It's pretty funny to think about it like that. I didn't think about it like that. That's actually pretty funny to think about it like that. It actually is hilarious.
No, I thought about it like that as well.
Like Roshi didn't get booted, but Krillin did. So power level scaling, confusing and super.
There is none, that's why, nigga. Remember that.
Another thing I didn't like, the fights were a little too short. I mean, 18 having problems with one of the things, I thought she would just decimate them, even though she probably has been training for years, but still, I think she would have easily blow all of them away, for one, since she has a limited amount of energy. But knowing Super, Super did say that you got a limited amount of energy. Let me stop myself right there. They did say that in the episode we have limited.
Well, good, Seto Taku. Welcome back, bro. Shout out to the chat.
Said, 17 said, "Oh, let's show them what limited energy is all about." And he said, "Okay." See, I'm hoping if they do more episodes, I hope 17, 18 do a duo like in the future. Not killing though, but it would be cool. But so the thing I didn't like most was Krillin getting kicked off before Master Roshi. I thought Master Roshi, then Krillin, then probably Tien. But I didn't know it was gonna be Krillin first. That's all I gotta say about that episode. Oh, it wasn't bad. It wasn't better than the last episode. Also, it was a cool thing. They didn't show Goku at all in that match either. So that's
true. True.
And they kind of did show like Universe 6. I'm still waiting for that fight. Khalifa versus Goku, or Broly versus Goku, or whatever the bitch's name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Okay. Big L?
I thought the show was just decent at best. Well, for one, I don't see why Vegeta was struggling with those two characters. He blew them away in the tournament ahead of time, and he got stronger ever since then. So there's no reason why he, like I said, should have been struggling. He could have taken both of them out at once. Easy.
Well, I think, well, here's the thing. To play devil's advocate, I think people will argue that he is in the powered up form. He's conserving all his energy for later on against real threat, so that's why he's struggling. And those guys are powered up.
No, but put it to you this way. I mean, even in Super Saiyan form, if you go by his base power, he should be heads and tails stronger than regardless. 50 times base. Don't forget that.
Well, that's true, but let me ask you this. What would you say to people who would, because you remember, some of those goons got hit with a combined attack, from Gohan and them earlier, and then phase them.
Like I said, there's a lot of things in Super I don't like. That's one of the reasons I really don't consider Super, if not the better series, if not the worst out of Dragon Ball.
Mm. That's a whole other topic I have for later. We'll get to that though.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, me personally, I think Vegeta should have been struggling. They should have been whooping their ass easy. Like, hands down. It should have been like, it should have been, well, I would say Vegeta had some funny moments. But for him to struggle, nah. But I'll say with, a good moment for me was Krillin and 18 fighting together. That was pretty cool. I like the couples tag team.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I said, I will have to agree with Naruto. But there's no reason why Android 18 should be struggling. Unlimited energy, stamina.
Right.
She should be just running through people right now. Her and Android
But Big
17.
But Big L, bruh, she thought she killed the dude. He played dead. He tricked her.
Nah, you know, see, and that's another thing I don't understand. They can sense energy, life force. So there's no reason why she should have thought he was dead. That he was dead. Like, come on now. Like, remember she fought Vegeta? She thought he was knocked out. She was already prepared for that.
Mhm.
So I mean, Super's good at certain things, but I like being for real. Come on, Android team should not be struggling against these weak ass universes. I mean, show Krillin have having great movesets and everything, but overall, and oh well, it was just okay. But another thing kind of got me mad about the episode: Krillin getting knocked out first. Like, let's be for real, man. He didn't figure out what's that guy's name? Frost?
Yeah, Frost.
Yeah.
Frost.
Was coming up behind him? Like, come on, man. Are you telling me Android 18 couldn't sense him coming behind him? I mean, I feel like Super forgot everything about Dragon Ball Z. I really do. Especially like, oh, he's coming behind him. Like, no, you should always be on guard. Like, always be on guard.
Right. They're really pushing this. They're really, really just hammering this dropping the guard stuff with Super. They're going overboard with this dropping the guard stuff. I have to point that out. The Gohan's dropping his guard left and right all of a sudden, and Goku's doing it left and right, and Krillin's doing it left and right. It's like, come on now.
Like, I had never seen them lose their guard this much in the series. It's kind of getting annoying. Like, Vegeta's dropping his guard. Oh, I can't take on two people. Are you kidding me? Like, you were taking on the Ginyu Force, not letting your guard down. But the only problem is they were overpowering you. But in Super, you're stronger than almost everyone in that universe, but you're struggling?
Right, right.
Come on, man. And like another thing, the last episode, like when it's Goku fighting on the Wolf Brothers. Like, I don't think anyone ever realized this, but when they actually fought, when they did the triangle move, if you didn't realize, they did that move from the
Sato Taku in the chat, he asked, he said he don't think the androids can sense energy. He said, did they ever learn that?
No, they were already built into them. That's the thing. People forget about that. You can hide their energy, whatever, but damn, let's be for real. She already knew. She looked at him like, oh, he's not dead. And Super just retcons a lot of things about Dragon Ball Z.
Well, my take on this episode is that it was cool to see Krillin do his little thing. Very, very. I thought of a Naruto, playing dirty. The smelly shoe for the blind dude. Which, if you want to get technical, if it's senses and he's like a fox kind of, if you want to get technical, shouldn't he have been able to hear that and maybe dodge it? Coming at him. That's just something I thought about. But he got hit with that. Threw his senses, off and everything. He hit him with the Kiba, from Naruto, and he took him out. It was cool to see them tag team actually use, Android 18 and you know, Krill actually worked together for once. It was a cool moment. I think it was, you know, he came like a boss, you know, saved his wife, used command man, you know, got back in the ring. Which I was wondering, as far as I mean, for what they portrayed, it was an empty void. So I'm just wondering, what did that command man hit to bounce him back up? That's just came to my mind when I saw him do it. I mean, I was just wondering that. Like, I thought it was a space of yeah, I thought it was a space of empty void. So what did you hit to bounce you back up? I was just wondering. I mean, hey, it just came to my mind when I saw that. But you know.
Also, another thing, why they got so many? Why they keep whatever time you see Android 18 and Krillin? Why you got always gotta do a lovey-dovey moment? Can't you just let them fight?
I mean, it's cool to see.
The comedy
it's cool to see. I mean, it's his wife. That's just cool to see because we've never really seen this as far as them two working together. So that is cool. But my thing is this: it's like, number one, when you saw him last episode, he was a Gohan in them. So I'm trying to figure out, because Android 18, you can't sense their energy. You can't sense Android's energy. So how did he know she was in trouble? Where was he at? And how did he get there so fast and break off of them? You know, also, how big is this fucking stage? I mean, obviously you have 80 people, so I guess it's supposed to be huge. But it's really doing a lot of fighting. Dudes getting knocked quite a bit of ways. Ain't getting knocked into nobody. Ain't stumbling into nobody. It seemed like this stage is, you know, if it's supposed to be this many people fighting on the stage, I kind of see people, you know, back into somebody by accident or somebody get knocked into somebody. But they don't get fighting with all this room like it was just vacant to them. You know, it's kind of, so far only one universe, so it's been eliminated, so 10 people, so it's still 70 people in there. So it's like, it don't seem like it's, you know, really as many people as they make it out to be. You know, not when people are fighting. I mean, that dude came out of nowhere, you know, then another guy came out of nowhere. It's like, where the hell was the other guy at when you was fighting them? You know, so, I mean, it was an okay episode. Krillin 18, that was cool to see and everything. Krillin actually getting this little moment and stuff. But yeah, the first one eliminated by a cheap shot by Frost, who came out of fucking nowhere. You know, yeah, it was kind of like, really, y'all. And 18 just standing there, you know, didn't see it happen, didn't catch it. You know, didn't, you know, almost stopped the guy, but he used a smoke bomb of some sort to get out of there, which, you know, where the fuck did he pull that from? But okay. And they're guiding, but you know, it is what it is. You know, it was an eye episode. Look at episode 100. Looking forward to episode 100. Universe 6 finally gonna do something. Khalifa finally gonna do something. Kale finally gonna transform, whatever. You know, they gonna do something finally. Really curious to see how far this goes with the, you know, Super Saiyan Berserk, or you know, that's just call it what it really is. Everybody know damn well it's legendary Super Saiyan form. You know. So, you know, Broly's little sister. Really curious to see what happens with that episode. But episode 99 gets a C grade. It's a 6.5 or 7. But nothing special. 7.
I give it a D.
Miguel?
I give it probably, that's a 70 at best.
All right.
Other than that, I mean, it was just okay.
Right. Alright, so here's a good one for you. So Dragon Ball FighterZ has come out. Or ain't come out, it's coming out. It's about to come out this summer and everything, as we all know. But Trunks,
Evo, though.
well, yeah, that's true. I was glad to see there's the Evo side. That tells me if I don't have the actual Evo tournament for the game next year, better start training. It's pretty dope.
Actually, they had a tournament today.
I know, for
a
demonstration. So that tells me, since it actually was there, because the Xenoverse sure as hell wasn't never there, that tells me that FighterZ is going to be Evo next year, which is pretty dope. That's for a whole other conversation for another day. But Future Trunks, has come out. His gameplay trailer was revealed today. He looks beastie as hell. Looks super sweet. But two things about this trailer. Number one, I noticed when the trailer dropped and everything, they didn't specifically write Future Trunks, like most games do and everything. They wrote just Trunks. So I was wondering, okay, well, are they going to have different variations of Trunks? Like, okay, the Dragon Ball Super version of Trunks, Kid Trunks, and they just have Trunks, and you could just switch between them, like you could in like Raging Blast or Tenkaichi, where it would change their movesets when they transformed, or whichever version you pick. Instead of it being like Xenoverse, where you know you actually have their own spot. I personally prefer the Tenkaichi style because you waste less spots, so you can still have different move sets for the same character, you know, or different versions of the character. So I noticed that. I think a lot of people haven't really picked up on that. I haven't heard anybody talk about that. But my question to you guys is proper grammar. What are your predictions for the roster? If you had to put, let's say 30 or under. Obviously, you probably don't think every single person, but what would you say a handful of people who have to be in the game or what you want to see in the game?
Oh man, that's pretty tough. Well, Android 17 and 18, of course.
I would say at least Piccolo.
Yeah, Piccolo's definitely going to be in it. Krillin, Tien, Yamcha. First, basically the original Z fighters first. Since it is going to be like a normal fighting game. Let's see. Goten, Kid Trunks. I don't think they should be in it. Let's be for real.
Nah, I had to guess. I don't think. I mean, I made my comprehensive list. I put on my channel earlier. I had about 35 characters. From Z through Super through GT. If we included GT, GT's a long shot. But if they did include GT, I think we will only get Super Saiyan 4 Goku, maybe Oob, and maybe Baby Vegeta. I don't see us getting more than that. I don't see us getting 17 and the Dragons and the Gogeta. I don't see them going doing all of that. I think we'll just get the first arc, the main villain, Oob, and Goku. That's it. Because it's the first game and everything, and the roster's not going to be that big. But I don't think Goten or Trunks, if you're going to have a small roster, are big. I think they're important enough to where you got to give them their own character spots. I think you'll probably just have Gotenks, SSJ1, and SSJ3 where it's level 3, Ultimate, or whatever. I think you'll just have Gotenks. I think they're actually going to have Kid Goten and Kid Trunks or whatever. I think we're going to have Trunks. Like I said, they might have different variations, you know, or just Trunks. Or you might have the super version of Trunks and the future Trunks and the Kid Trunks. And well, I don't think he's going to be in the game, but you know, they might just do it like Xenoverse does it. I don't know. Even with Gohan, I'm not sure if Ultimate Gohan's going to be in the game. It might just be the Cell Gohan, you know, and again, that depends. They do the variations. They do the variations, then you could just be able to pick older Gohan, you know what I'm saying, from the Buu Saga. But if they go to Buu Saga and they give us Super Buu and Kid Buu and all that stuff, Ultimate Gohan has to be in the game. But we don't know how far it's going to go. We don't know what they're going to do. But assumingly, it's going to follow the storyline, and obviously we'll get to the end of Z, and some far, at least the Resurrection F, because you know, Frieza's there.
Yeah, Golden Frieza.
Yeah, so unless he's in there is like maybe a extra character, like a, you know what I mean, like a bonus. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're going to do that. I think he's actually going to be, you know, per storyline. You know what I'm saying? But the boards, people like that, I don't think he's going to be in the game. I don't think the board's going to be in the game. I don't think Zarbon the Door going to be in the game. I see the core people.
I feel like they're going to
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be like Ultimate Battle 22. I really think that.
I think it's going to be the main people. I think it's going to be the people who are mainly important.
The mainly who fought and had major impacts in Dragon Ball.
I mean, when it comes to low tier characters, Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin, they're going to be in the game for sure because I mean they're too important. You know, they've been since Dragon Ball, and they're in the first arc.
Maybe not Yamcha though.
I think Yamcha will be in the game too. I think Yamcha's going to be in the game too.
You're just going to have to fight one person. That's it.
Yamcha's been there since Budokai 1.
Yeah, but see, I don't know if he'll be in the game anyway because I'm looking at the older versions of the games. The older games and everything, like Ultimate Battle 22, no, what's the other one that came out? Then the other Dragon Ball Z Fighter games, Yamcha was really never in the game.
That's true, but since they've been since they've been like actual fighting games, like I remember Battle 22 was pretty good, but since the PS2 era and up, Yamcha, even when they had small rosters, even like in Burstlim, like Burstlim's a good example. Burstlim's more competitive because that was the 2D, you know, fighting space that Dance made and everything. It was, you know, it was like 6 stages, like 25 characters, you know what I'm saying? Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, Future Trunks, Goku, Vegeta, you know, Cell, you know, because the one with the Cell arc, unfortunately, but this one with the Blue arc. So like I said, you might get 30, 35 characters or so. But 50, 60 characters, whatever, y'all must forget that. That's probably not gonna happen. But I can see Yamcha being in the game. I think Yamcha, Krillin, Tien all gonna be in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'll say everybody we've already seen so far. Go Tinks, not Go Tenant. Go Kid Trunks. No Deborah, no Zarban, no Dodora. If they do the Ginyu Force, I want all 5 members.
You're not gonna get that.
I want all 5 members. They don't do the Ginyu Force then. I don't want them to pull this dimp shit where they give me, oh, we're only give you Raccoon and Captain Ginyu only. No, I want all 5 characters 2D style. All 5.
Nah, you'll get Raccoon and Captain Ginyu.
I want to see that. We've done that already, and I want all the Ginyu Force. I want all of the Ginyu Force. All of the Ginyu Force.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be like Ultimate Battle 22.
I'd rather just have it be Jason Bird then or something. Somebody who've never seen in a 2D fighting game from the Ginyu Force. We've seen Raccoon, we've seen Captain Ginyu. You know, I would rather be somebody else then. If y'all gonna be all 5, then just either don't give me the Ginyu Force, give me other people. You know, but the Ginyu Force is too popular, where I think you have to be in the game. So I don't know. It's a slippery slope. From Super, the only person I see coming from Super is Golden Frieza. Well, he's taking the version F before Super, but it's still a Super, whatever. And I see Hit coming. I don't see Topo coming. I mean, it's possible. But if Topo comes, fine. But I don't see Jiren and nobody else like that coming, or Caulifla. They haven't shown us nothing. They haven't shown enough. They haven't shown enough abilities.
That far, though.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so either.
I think Hit will be in the game and Golden Frieza, and that'd be it. Because Hit's developed.
I don't think Hit's gonna be in the game, to be honest with you.
I think Hit will be in the game. I think he'll be in the game.
Yo, I don't even think they're gonna probably put like two or three DLC characters.
I think they'll put Hit in the game from Super and Golden Frieza from Super, and that's it from Super, because nobody else has really been developed yet. Nobody, you know, we don't know Jiren's abilities. We don't know Caulifla what she's gonna do really, or Kale or anything like that. We don't know their abilities and stuff. You know, we're too far off from that right now. But Hit's developed. He's had his time to shine. He has abilities that, you know, we know of and everything like that. We've had a lot of time to see him, and he's very popular. So I think he's safe to say might be in the game. You know what I'm saying? Him and Golden Frieza are only 2 super characters I see for sure. They could possibly make it though. And then, like I said, if you want to go to GT, you might get Oob, you might get Goku, you might get Baby Vegeta, and that'd be it. You know, you ain't gonna get 8, 6, 7, 8 GT characters. You're gonna get those 3. You might just get Goku and Baby Vegeta. You might not even get Oob, you know, I'll be fine with that.
That's not gonna happen, man. I'm sorry. I don't think you're gonna get any GT characters, to be honest with you.
I say, look, GT's a long shot for sure. GT's definitely a long shot. It might not happen. But if it does happen, because, you know, they gave us, you know, the PR line. If fans ask for it, they demand it, blah, 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 blah. Which, you know, it's true, because originally Xenoverse 1, GT was supposed to be in the game, but fans asked for GT. So then they made a DLC. So, you know what I'm saying? People do want GT. There are enough people making noise about GT. So, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is this. Let me say this. I know a lot of people don't like GT and stuff, and where I always tell people, like, put your personal feelings aside for GT. You might personally care about the series, but as a Dragon Ball fan and as somebody who's spending their hard-earned money, you should want everything. Obviously this game won't have everything, but my point is, in Dragon Ball games, you should want everything or as much as possible. Why would you want to pay more for less? That doesn't make any sense. I don't care for some movie characters. I don't care for some things in Super or some villains in GT or whatever, or Dragon Ball, whatever the case may be. But I would want them to not put it in the game just because I personally ain't a big fan of it. You know what I'm saying? Because why would I pay more for less? This series been over for 20 years now. Now we got Super now and everything. I want all that shit in the game. You know, Tenkaichi 3 level content. You know what I'm saying? And then some. So why would you pay more for less? That's foolish. Now, obviously, right now, since we're starting everything with this series stuff, obviously it has to be limited what we get. But, you know, I can see maybe 1 or 2 GT characters maybe making the cut. And if it's just 2, it's going to be Baby Vegeta, more than likely, because he's like the most popular villain, or Mega Shenron and Goku. Maybe Vegeta, because you kind of gotta have Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 if you put Goku in there. Hell, we might just get Vegeta and Goku, not even no villains. That's a possibility. Who knows? I mean, like I said, any GT I can get, I'll take. You know, I'll take. So, any more predictions on the roster for, you know what I'm saying, for Dragon Ball Fighters?
I really do think it's gonna be like Ultimate Battle 22.
What was that game on the Dragon Ball Z game that was on the 3DS? I feel like it's gonna be like that though.
Extreme Butoden?
Yeah.
I hope not, because they gave him like 106 characters, and that to me is just bullshit. I hate shit like that. Don't troll me with niggas I can't play. I hate that about Naruto. I hate that about the Naruto games. Oh, I can get this assist character. He has a special attack. He has a voice actor. He has a model, but I can't play with him. I hate that kind of shit. I hate saying that. Don't. That's just like trolling to me. I mean, that's that bullshit they pulled with Soaring 3. You know, we fought the Kages and stuff, and you couldn't play with them. You played against them. They had movesets and everything. Like. Same thing with
Sound 4.
Was it Sound 4? Was it what about was it Storm 3 or Generations or I forget. I think it was Storm 3. That's when we went to the war and stuff, right?
Yeah, Storm 3.
Yeah. That's when like Dari made his debut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you fought the Kaku brothers, so you couldn't play them. You couldn't play as them. That's corny. I hate shit in that. I can't stand that in games, man. It makes me so mad. Don't show me a character who I can't be. That's bullshit. I can't stand that in video games. Anyway, moving on. So, who do you think is going to be the next universe going to be eliminated in this tournament? Tournament of Power for the Super.
What's the universe with the mouse?
Universe 2, I think?
Yeah, some universe, I don't remember.
I think there are 2. I'm not sure.
And my game crashed. Fuck stuff for.
I think it's Universe 2.
Yeah, because I don't see them getting anywhere for the next one, because they keep losing fighters left and right.
Yeah, it was the scrubs. They ain't a mic special. They could get knocked out.
Why do I feel like the Universe 7 is not gonna win though?
No, Universe 7 is gonna win. You know what the last person is gonna be? It's gonna be Gohan.
I think so too. I think Gohan will be the last person standing.
And then he's gonna go.
They are kind of building up for
transformation.
Gohan. Yeah. Like Goku gets tired, he gets pushed up. Gohan be the last one.
Well, I think according to the posters, you know, it's like Goku might have some kind of new ability or whatever. I think Goku might do something to cancel out him and whoever the last main dude is he's fighting or whatever. And then Gohan maybe swoop in and knock him out or something like that, you know. He had no power left.
Goku versus Jiren for a minute, and then all of a sudden.
I think Jiren's just. I think Jiren might be a bigger story than Jiren, because this poses another question: are the angels evil? I mean, what's going on here? You know, that dude was laughing when he got eliminated. His universe got eliminated.
Yeah, I think that's why I said in the last podcast. I think the angels are plotting something. I think they want every fighter, all the universes to die, even though there's probably a universe that wins. Pretty sure that universe will die, and then all of a sudden they try to rebuild from the ground up again, like getting new God of Destruction or other things. But I'm pretty sure if that universe wins, they probably keep the God of Destruction alive, but destroy his universe and they create
No, the gods are gone. It's only the angels are alive.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm saying, what if that universe wins? That like, let's say Universe 7 won, and then what's this fucking Xenos is still destroyed Universe 7, but kept the fighters alive and shit, and then told them like, yo, create a new universe and blah blah blah, and this and all that other shit. And they have to rebuild from that. Or I'm pretty sure if they do some shit like that, they're gonna have their Goku, Vegeta, Universe 7 would probably have their versus Xenos with some bullshit like that too. Since they think think Xenos is evil or trying to get back at the angels. I don't know. I feel like the angels.
I just gotta sit back and watch.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, what if it's really? I mean, because it's kind of a hint of this. Because you can look at it two ways. Either he's being genuine or he's manipulating. Maybe the Grand Priest. A lot of people are pointing to the Grand Priest saying he's he's a fraud. He's a charlatan. Maybe he's manipulating Xeno, and maybe he actually wants to overthrow Xeno because he's a childish fool. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's trying to find a way to get him. I don't know how, but to find a way to get Xeno off the picture. You know what I'm saying? So he can take over.
Wait, is supposed to be the Grand Priest supposed to be stronger than Xenos?
Nope.
No, he ain't supposed to be stronger than him. But I think he might be trying to fuck out some kind of way to get rid of Zeno. Possibly.
Yeah, he has to deal with two now, since the other Xenos destroyed the one universe.
Because he asked
He
asked
in a different time.
Well, he's from the future. Well, altered timeline, yeah.
He has somebody to play with. What? That's so stupid, though.
I mean, man, you got two retards together, man. They can do each other's company.
And then another thing is, about the. I know this is now to talk about something. Why would he talk about Frieza when they could just find Trunks again?
That's what I said. That was my suggestion.
Yeah, I said.
Why would Trunks go to a different timeline where you could just stay in the timeline you are, where it's like multiple your friends and family are still alive?
And the thing about it is, there's two Trunks and Miles in the timeline anyway. The other Trunks been alright where you left.
Yeah, he was already in the same timeline with him once. What's stopping you from just staying?
Man, that's where it should have went. Trunks was always running back to the past, asking for help and shit. I mean, let him be useful for once and ask him for a favor.
I mean, you said Mishikimoto is so-called. I said Mishikimoto. My bad, wrong person. I could tell I said Trunks was my favorite character, and I wanted to bring him back. So why won't you just keep him in the whole entire series?
Got what you asked for.
Like I thought Trunks was cool because when Trunks was Super Saiyan,
Bad writing. Boo. Boo.
Like you say he's your favorite character, and you say I want to bring him into the series again. Why won't you just keep him in there and stop taking him out?
That's bad writing.
Well, I got a better idea, Naruto. Why don't you just age the motherfucker that's in the main timeline? We have the nigga. There you go. How about that?
But we forget his hair's not blue.
Yeah, that's corny. That's some bullshit. That whole blue thing too. Okay, let me say this. Wait a minute. Let me say this on air because I have a theory of what happened, and there's actual evidence to back this up, and I actually revealed this on my channel to prove my statement about Toriyama and him not checking his colors when he from when he used to draw the colors in and stuff to now. He doesn't double check. He doesn't go back and look. And so this is what happened with the whole Future Trunks thing from Super or Super Future Trunks. So people get confused. Say Super, you get confused when you say Future Trunks and then Future, Super. I always say Super Future Trunks. That way, so you know, because he's an adult in Super, but he's still a teenager in Z. Anyway, so Super Future Trunks, Toriyama when he was drawing his new design and everything like that. So the staff and Toriyama makes stuff new to go, to make. He drew his hair blue, everything. He forgot that he originally did his hair purple, and he didn't go back to check. So when he made his new design and everything, and made his hair blue, in Toriyama's mind, as we all know, he's out there and he's very inconsistent. That's the color he thought that he had his hair. So Toriyama and them, they weren't smart enough to put two together and be like, oh, man, made purple. No, they didn't challenge Toriyama at all. Oh, it's Toriyama Sensei's new look for Trunks. Okay, we're running with it. So that's what I have a statement and evidence from Daizenshu on my channel. Go watch it. Go back and watch it. I'll link it if you want me to. Just let me know. But that's what happened. That's what happened. Yeah, I'll just link it in the description so people can go back and look at it for themselves. Yeah, Geekdom had a video on it. Yeah, Toriyama does not check his work. If he did something 5-10 years ago one way, he don't go back and check and see how he did it. It can be made completely differently. And that's what it is. He had to really laugh about it.
Yeah, like I tell you about the same thing with Goku's uniform. He stopped wearing Master Ushi's symbols and King Kai symbols a long time ago. Yeah, on his gi, he stopped wearing that.
Yp. Surpassed him.
He became a master on his own.
Exactly.
Yeah, Vegeta stopped wearing his Saiyan armor a long time ago. Like, he let his pride go.
Right. There's no reason for them to be regressing.
So why would you bring this shit back?
Because that's the way the most people remember them, and they're trying to capitalize off nostalgia with Super. That's what they're doing. This is all the nostalgia act. That's what Super is. It's all the nostalgia act. It's all the nostalgia act. It's all fan service. You wanted female Saiyans, she got them. You wanted Super Saiyan female Saiyan, she got them. You wanted, you wanted new Saiyans, you got them too. You got 3 in 1 just by having female Saiyans. You know, you got
Who the
Kabe.
fuck asked for another fucking Broly?
Nigga, people
Fans
love
did.
Broly. Oh, bro. People love Broly. He's the most popular, quote-unquote, non-canon character in existence. That dude is... The only reason he's so popular is because he's fucking the Hulk. You know, he's the Saiyan Hulk. You know, if he wasn't a Saiyan, a lot of people wouldn't think half as much about him. But people love Saiyans. Saiyans are the big deal about Dragon Ball. I mean, I can't blame them. Saiyans are dope and
I
all.
don't have no problem with Broly. I just got sick
Broly,
of it
dog.
after the
Broly is
second
on the
movie.
cover of video games. The quote-unquote non-canon character on the cover of video games.
No, no, because the reason why I say this is because Broly is good. I like his character design. It's really cool. But after the fucking second movie, I thought they were like, all right, I had enough of fucking Broly.
Nope, they made three because they made three. They made three because they sold so well. Originally, it was only supposed to be Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. That's what it was. It wasn't supposed to be a sequel because you got blew up. The nigga was clearly dead. How the hell's he been frozen all this time? Number two, obviously made no sense. That's because the movie made so much money and it did so well. And fans loved the character so much they wanted to make a sequel. Same thing. So they made another sequel.
I don't understand Bio Broly at all either. Too.
Now Bio Broly, he was cloned. Bio Broly. One thing was cool about Bio Broly. It was cool to see Goku and Trunks doing it and Krillin. You know, Goku when they weren't involved. That was kind of cool. They had a really cool animated scene in that movie with the double Kamehameha. They worked together. That was tight. That was tight. They should have brought that into the quote unquote canon. That was tight. So they didn't work that well. They didn't work that well together in the fucking show, but they did in the movie. That's corny.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. They should have been did that. That was nice.
Goku and Trunks remind me of Goku and Vegeta as kids. If they would have been friends.
Right. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Because it probably went a whole lot different because Vegeta was actually the prince. He was literally the prince then. He would have been a snob like no other.
Yo, but don't forget, Trunks is spoiled too. Don't get it twisted.
Spoiled, but he ain't no prince like. Well, technically he is a prince, but he ain't no prince like Vegeta. Like he knew his lineage. You know what I'm saying? Big difference.
Yeah, but I'm saying But my point is this: they still would have been like similar in a sense. Not as more ridiculous, but similar.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I don't know. The circumstances would be right for me. Okay, maybe if Vegeta was on Earth, he knew of who he was, but he had no way to get back or something. I don't know, maybe. In an alternate timeline, maybe. But the way it was, nah. I can't see Vegeta being like that, because Goku's just a brat, and, you know, Vegeta's, my father's the king, you know. Because Trunks don't be on that shit. You know, he don't know that although he talks about all the time, I don't think he was aware that his father is technically the king of the Saiyans. At least not Kid Trunks anyway. Older Trunks is. You know, he don't
Trunks knows.
But he don't brag about it though. You know what I'm saying? He don't be like, "Oh man, my father's the king. You better show me some respect."
No, but no, Trunks is more mature than Goten. Goten acts like a little kid like Goku does when he was younger. Only difference is, Trunks has his father and he has more attitude. That's the difference between English and Japanese version of Dragon Ball.
Right.
Trunks is more headstrong, like his father. Goku's more playful, like Goku. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, if if Vegeta had a better childhood like Trunks, they probably just like Trunks.
It's possible. But let me ask you this: Why is Goten wasn't a coward like Gohan was at the same age?
Less pampering. Chi didn't pamper him as he did with Gohan. Remember, Gohan was firstborn. She won everything for Gohan to be a scholar and everything else. And she realized once Goku died, hey, he's my second son looks exactly like Goku, I'm going to treat him a little differently. That's what a lot of parents do for the second child.
Alright. So.
And if you forget, she actually made, she trained Goten to fight.
Yep, that's true. Yep. So let's go ahead and move on here. So any new moves that you like to see a character bust out, or any returning moves maybe people stop doing? Did you like to see we get brought back?
For what, the game or the show in general?
The show in general.
I'd like to see Gohan start using Masenko again. I mean, shoot, if it's Vegeta's using Gala Gun all the time, which he stopped using since the Saiyan saga, why can't Gohan use Masenko?
True, true. He didn't stop using it for no reason.
And how about what was it? What Tien do? He used Tien didn't use Solar Flare for the longest time. He stopped using that. He need to start using it. Let's see.
Spirit Bomb. Shit, the mini one. Not the big one, the mini one. Small Spirit Bomb. I wouldn't mind.
No, they lost use for that after a while. There was no point of it. Because the enemies were too strong. It was cool, but the enemies were just too strong. He needed more energy.
Angry Kamehameha. There you go. The one-handed Kamehameha Goku did, which is free.
Yeah.
You mean that basic? You mean that basic energy blast?
I said it's just a regular blast. It's a regular blast. It wasn't nothing special. He just was mad. He hit him with a blast. That wasn't nothing special. It's cool for the games and all.
I'd like to see Gohan have a rage moment again. They need to bring that back. Let's go this berserk. And let's see. They need Piccolo to do the light grenade. That was really good when he shot that against Cell.
What about Hellstorm grenade? There you go.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, there's not that many moves I want to see come back. I mean, I know what move I would Vegeta, Big Bang Attack.
Yeah.
What about that?
Like, he used it.
That focus flash move when he did on Kid Buu. I want to see that shit again.
That was a regular energy beam attack.
Yeah, but it was like different from others, so.
Nah, that's just the game doing that, but it was different. Like, he used Big Bang Attack so much in Dragon Ball Z, but they needed something else. He didn't say anything.
Oh, you know what? You know what form I want to see again? Super Saiyan 3. I haven't seen that shit in a minute. What the fuck?
They forgot all about it.
Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2. One of those, I don't care. I'm sick and tired of seeing Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan. Dude, I want to see something different.
What about,
Super Kaioken. There you go.
He's gonna bust that out later on.
Wait a minute, that was not canon though, right?
And that's not canon.
It is.
That's it. You only did that at the World Martial Arts Tournament.
No, that was not canon at all. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, I would love to see Dragon Fist.
Big Bang Attack is a good one.
I would see Dragon Fist, but that's that's just a movie move for most part. And they brought in the GT.
Wasn't he supposed to do it during the fight with Kid Buu?
No.
Well, he said he needed energy in order to get to actually think he can end it to Kid Buu with a move. He needed energy for it.
Yeah, he could have killed him with the Kamehameha in one go. But remember, he toyed around too much.
I thought Dragon Fist would have been cool.
Nah, he didn't use Dragon Fist till later on, after the series. Let me think. Other moves Goku. I mean, after-image technique would have been cool to see.
Can't say it.
What's that move the team do?
There you go. I wouldn't mind seeing that shit again.
That'd be kind of cool, but it's kind of useless now.
This shit is magical, DC.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, let them grab when you get V5 Superman, but until then, is that plug for you?
Don't get me started on that fight.
That multi-form technique that Tien did when he did a Shao Kahn did the four-way tri-beam. You don't see that anymore. He stopped doing that to Dragon Ball, which I don't know why.
The Asrius move, the 8-handed drink he did against Goku too. Like he had multiple arms, multiple heads. I forgot. Asriel? What's the fucking move against Goku during the World Tournament in Dragon Ball?
I know what we were talking about. I don't know why he didn't use that either. Yeah, I'm trying to stop using Spirit Ball.
Yep, he ain't pulled that out in a long time.
Piccolo doing Giant again.
Too many openings.
Yeah, it's too many. That don't work. That don't work against today's opponents. I don't think.
I mean, that would be cool to bring back.
You're a big target. That's all you are. These is OP, powerful, and fast. You'll be destroyed in seconds.
Frieza's Death Ball. I ain't see Frieza use Death Ball once yet.
Apparently, that's because it's a plant destroyer. Apparently, that's why he doesn't use it. I guess. Because the only time you ever used it was when you tried to destroy the planet. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, let's go moves people can bring back. Yeah, Bring Back Attack is a good one. We ain't seen the Warp Kamehameha in a long time. Nice to see him bring that one back.
Actually, he used that on Beerus, remember?
I don't remember that.
Didn't he use that on Hit too?
Yeah. He went. He went through the Kamehameha. He didn't use it on Hit.
I don't remember who used that on Beerus at all. You say so though.
Yeah. You don't remember Battle Z movie where he was actually
Battle
fighting
Z.
Beerus?
You mean Battle Gods?
Battle Gods. God damn it.
Battle Z's that terrible ass game. Jesus.
Sorry.
God.
I'm tired of shit. I'm gonna go get me some tea.
I mean,
Let me move. I really want to see. Be honest, man. Like this Big Bang Attack. I wish they did Fusion again. That'd been pretty cool.
Wrong move. Wrong show, player. Wrong show, player. Now hold on, Naruto. I got 3 more topics, dog. I got 3 more topics. We up out of here.
I'll be right back.
All right. But yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of moves they can bring back. One thing is, it would be nice if they explain why they stopped using them. They just stopped using them. There's no explanation, and it's just kind of silly. You just gotta deal with it.
Alright, so what's that another what's that topic you were gonna tell me?
Oh, well, I was probably here too. So, if God powers, like, okay, so if Super goes to the end of Z and everything, you know, nothing changes. Are you willing to say, okay, well, GT isn't officially canon in the main timeline anymore, or, you know, because it doesn't fit, because Super went all the way to the end of Z, nothing changed, whatever the case may be.
Well, me personally, I can personally say I can't consider Super part of the timeline either.
Oh, wait a minute. Elaborate.
Because it wouldn't fit. How are you gonna tell me Goku gets all his power-ups, then he's gonna fight Oob and train with Oob, knowing at the end of Z there's a World Martial Art Tournament? So basically, we don't need to know what happens in Super because we already know the ending of Z. We already know who wins the tournament. So I already don't say the whole big build up to it. And then if you want to bring in the God power, that just changes everything. Because at the end of Z, they didn't have God power.
Right. Well,
Else they would have brought that. Else they would have brought that into GT.
Well, here's the thing. What would you say to people who make the argument that, well, at the time, God powers weren't created, you know, so it can make what they didn't have, and now they rewrote it, you know, with Super. Now, you know, that's what negates GT. That's what a lot of people are saying. You know, there's like the Star Wars. You know, there's new books, so the old books don't count anymore.
Well, if that's the case, then you should have done the whole series over again. That's why I look at it. Like, you're gonna tell me this happened in 10-year time gap, knowing it was 10 years apiece, not 10 years of fighting. They said that in Dragon Ball Z. All of a sudden, they're at war again during the 10 years. Like, really? Like, if people actually followed the timeline in Dragon Ball Z, the actual timeline to it, you know Super wouldn't make any sense whatsoever.
Right.
So it's like, okay, here we go. If you have them fighting Beerus, Lord Beerus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when does that take place?
Like, originally
6 months after.
Oh yeah, originally the movie was like 5, but now 6 months after the fact, something like that.
Now, a year goes by, right?
Right.
Pan's born.
Right.
Then you have to account how many years is that so far?
From Pan being born for being 1.
Mm-hmm.
Year and 6 months.
Now, You're gonna tell me we got almost 8.5 months to go, or more, 9 years? All this takes place?
Yeah, nigga, that's what some people gonna tell you, bro. That's what some people gonna
Well,
tell you,
like
dog.
I said, that does not add up. You're telling me all this takes place and Goten and Trunks are still little kids because only a year goes by, a year and a half goes by. But they're saying in Super, oh, a year goes by, you train for another couple months here and there, oh, Brawl's born. That's 2 years go by, but you still got another 8 years to go. Because people are forgetting. Here at the end of Z, Pan's like 3 to 4 years old, if not maybe 4 years old at the end of it. So that's
Right.
a big gap from 10 years apiece. And that's a huge gap Super has to fill in.
Yeah.
But you're going to tell me all this happened during this time. I could see if you did this before Pan was born, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not right after when she's born. Then you have, oh, like what, 4 years to go after, like 3 years to go. That means the other 7 years they were fighting. Like it's not adding up. But people aren't catching on to that. They're not thinking about the timeline of Dragon Ball. That means Goten and Trunks would have been teenagers, 16 and 17. Actually, no, my fault. Goten and Trunks were 7 and 8 years old. They would have been 17 and 18.
Right.
By the end of Dragon Ball Z. So like I said, the timeline does not add up in Super. If you people actually truly think about it, it just doesn't add up. But don't give me an excuse. But Beerus took place this and that. Lord Beerus, the tournament. I say you do the math. It doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. I don't care what anyone says. The math doesn't add up. That's why I can't consider Super in canon if you do the timeline correctly from the in-between Z. It just doesn't add up. No matter how you slice or dice it, it's BS. And I talked to multiple people and fans about this, and they're like, "Oh, well," I said, "Well, give me something. I'll break it down for you," which I just did. If Pan's born 6 months during that year time, and she's 1 right now, then you're gonna tell me 4 years go by, she's 4, and that's the end of Z? But they said it during Z, 10 years apiece, and Pan's born the last 4 years. So what were they doing the first 6 years then?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point.
That's why I say GT flows perfectly well into Z. GT's more canon, in my opinion, than Super. It makes perfect sense. They go back and make references to Z. A lot of references to Z. But Super makes some references, but they keep changing the story up to it. And that's why Super basically never fits into the Z timeline. If anything, Super should be its own timeline. But what do I know? Toriyama said, it's up to the fans. The biggest cop I've ever heard in my life. But people forget, Toriyama's always been inconsistent. Just like Trunks' hair color, just like the Super Saiyan transformations, just like Vegito time from consuming too much energy. In actuality, that was only for people who did the natural fusion dance, not with the earrings. Let's not forget, Gohan not training for 7 years, but it took him a while to go Super Saiyan 2 when he's pissed off. And it took him a while to build up that energy. But Gohan not training for how many months? Can barely hold Super Saiyan 1?
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
And let's not forget, oh, Frieza training his henchmen making him that strong, but he's not a Saiyan? Really? And people saying with all these theories, oh, Gohan Super Saiyan 1 form is strong as his ultimate. No, it's not. It will never be strong as his ultimate. Gohan is not stronger in Super. Until now. Piccolo was never supposed to be this strong, but somehow Super made him 10 times stronger, as close to Ultimate Gohan form, when in actuality, he's not even stronger than full power Super Saiyan.
Alright, so what's going on now?
Like, let's be for real here.
The question was, Naruto, so let's say, for example, in Super, whatever, Super connects, goes to End of Z and everything like that. Nothing really changes and stuff. There's more power-ups, or whatever the case may be. We get to End of Z. Would you, at that point in time, say the GT, especially non-canon, doesn't count? You know what I'm saying? It can't fit with Z, it can't fit with Super, blase, and just be like, oh, well, GT's not canon, it is what it is. Or would you be like, nah, it can still fit this way, or, this happened, or, what would your take on that be?
I'm tell you what I told you. I told him that it can't fit in Z at the end anyway, because of the time. So much time has passed in a short amount, which it doesn't add up. I told DZ a perfect example is Pan being born. Them fighting Lord Beerus. And if you think about this, Naruto, how long did it take for them to fight Lord Beerus? Like when? During that time? Because in the movie, they told you.
It wasn't like 2 years? A year? 2 years, too.
Yeah, in the movie, but in Super.
They didn't say like 3 years? Six?
No, it's like 6 months.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm saying, you do the math. You actually officially do the math to it, you know it can't work in Z. Because they said in Z, 10 years apiece. Goten and Trunks are 6 and 7. At the end of Z, they're 17 and 16. My fault. 17 and 18. End of Z.
right.
So in Pan's, how old is Pan at the end of Z?
If I remember, she was 3.
She's 4.
Well, I was 1 off.
Okay, but she's basically 4. So you gotta think about this. I mean, really think about it. Did this take place at the end of a 10-year time period or the beginning? Because Pan's already born in Super, which that shouldn't happen.
So you're saying they're trying to rewrite the ending of Z again?
Exactly. They're trying to rewrite everything because it doesn't add up. Like I said to you, if you actually did a timeline of 10 years, Pan and Brawl should have been born the last 3 to 4 years of Super. Not in the beginning of Super. Goten and Trunks should be older than this, looking older than this, like we talked about in our other podcasts. There's no way they should be looking like little ass kids.
Right. True that.
They should be how old right now? If you actually did the actual
I think 12,
timeline?
13. So,
No.
I mean, these timelines are all over the place. Well, Bro's
Like I
born,
said,
so 14, 15? Something like that?
Now 14, 15, they should be right now.
No, not quite. I think so, because Bro was 3 when Pan was 4. So,
Like I'm saying to you, they should be 14 and 15. If you add 3 years to 15, you're 18. 4. 3 years to what's it? 14. You're 17. Trunks is 17. My fault. Goten's 17. Trunks is 18 because it's 10 years have passed. In the last 4 years, Pan will be 4, Brawl will be 3. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't add up. So you're telling me Super, Trunks and Goten, 14 and 13? My fault. 14 and 15 right now. You see where I'm getting at now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're getting.
Yeah, that's what
Because
you're saying.
the timeline does not add up. Because I said Pan and Brawl were born near the end of Z. That's why I say Super can never add, and Super can never officially fit into the Dragon Ball Z timeline when they're trying to force it in. The people, like I said, I told these people are saying, well, but no, they did. I say you can't fit it in there, no matter how you slice and dice it, you can't.
Well, Naruto?
Ah, shit. Do I feel like they actually remake Z? At the point of time right now, I could see it because everything is kind of contradicting one another. But do I see it going? Is it going to make fans happy? No, because there's still a lot of veteran fans out there who remember Z ending very well. I would understand this for. I understand this for like the newer viewers, but if you're talking about old viewers, it's kind of stupid.
Hmm. Okay.
But I don't know. I suck. I don't even know what the fuck to say anymore.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. So, in your opinion, which version of Dragon Ball was the best? Like, which, Dragon Ball, Z, GT, Super, or Super GT, whatever.
My favorite?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was probably my favorite. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was probably my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, it's been close between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Because Dragon Ball, a lot of people sleep on Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball had a lot of great moments, and storytelling wise, it's the best consistent told story. But overall, I have to give it to Z for me.
Mm-hmm.
The question was, what's the best Dragon Ball series? Dragon Ball, Z, Super, GT?
I say Z's still the best one. I say Z is the best one, most action and over the top. Dragon Ball had its most consistent story. Original when Goku growing up as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
it flows perfectly. Where everything you can be like, okay, I can believe this.
Right.
Z is a lot of contradictions in itself, but it flows well. Super is all over the place. That's just fan service. Even GT stories, even GT's not that good for a story, but it works. It fits perfectly well in the timeline, and even the story's not bad either. And they basically tell you Goku and Vegeta are the ones who actually officially trained. Everyone else is, was just living their daily lives.
Right.
But the Kid Goku part, I really didn't care for it, but it was.
That stuff
moments.
was cool. I mean, it was more of a gag manga. It was a gag manga. Very comical and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. They tried to bring that old Dragon Ball comedy to it, which is okay. I'm okay with that. But I was like, I wish they would have made him an adult again, at least at the end. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of him keeping a kid the whole time.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. Big mistake. So, all right. Let's go ahead and get this last question in. We're going to get up out of here. Which or who do you think is the better fighter between Goku and Vegeta?
What kind of fight are we talking about here?
It's just a general.
Wait,
who you think is the
which
best
series
fighter?
we talking about?
Well, I said what kind of fight? Are we talking about like a long, drawn-out fight, or a quick, short fight? It doesn't matter what kind of fights we're going into, or what? Who the opponent is?
Look, I just thought overall, who would you say? Who would you say? Give me overall.
Overall, I think Vegeta is tactically a better fighter than Goku.
Okay.
However, Goku makes the better adjustments.
Okay. I think Goku's a better fighter than Vegeta because his style is more free flow. Vegeta's style is too direct.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I think he gets countered in a lot more than Goku does. His style is too direct. You know, too straightforward.
Goku's unpredictable. Goku's unpredictable. You don't know what to expect from him.
Yeah, he's a lot more, you know, like I said, free flowing. His style's more unorthodox. You know, so I think Goku overall has the edge in fighting over Vegeta. In my opinion, anyway.
I don't know. It depends because Goku he could end the fight, but sometimes he doesn't always. He tries to conserve a lot of strength and energy. Vegeta just tries to take you as fast as possible if he could. And that's one of the big differences. He did that he tried to do it with the Ginyu Force when he fought Raccoon. He just went straight out the gate. And he also did that with he tried to do that against Frieza, hit him with the biggest blast he could, and Frieza just kicked it away. He did it with Cell. He just went straight out. Yeah, he tried it out with Cell, but you know, Cell goaded him.
Oh, you know, let me go my perfect form. I'll whoop your ass, man. You know, Vegeta, if you were a good fighter, my perfect form was to destroy you, you sane monkey.
And Vegeta,
Oh,
Nick,
really?
please.
Bullshit.
I'm the prince. I'm the king. Bring no bitch ass transformation. Ah! What did I do? I miscalculated. Yeah, I mean, Goku, like, basically, I'll say the best example I can give you, Goku, he kind of draws the fight out to see how the person actually fights. When he did that against Frieza, he started getting more serious. Did that with Cell. Hell, he did it with Majin Buu. He draws a fight longer. Once he figures out your weakness, whatever, then he starts going in. Vegeta goes out the gate. Going out the gate blasting.
Yeah, he goes straight for the kill, straight for the neck, and that's what I'm saying. That hurts him, but at the same time, Goku's style still hurts him, because, you know, they need to be having medium between the two.
It's like Goku takes too long, Vegeta doesn't.
Vegeta fucked up times too, because he fucked up with Cell.
He actually fucked up both the androids too. Before that, he should have killed Dom Gero. He could have killed him.
Yep, sure should have.
So I'm like, Goku, he tried to kill Cell, but he wasn't strong enough.
Naruto here? Naruto?
Yeah, I'm here. My
Got something to say on this topic, sir? He's a better fighter. Goku, Vegeta.
No matter how bad I want Vegeta to become the better fighter, I do agree that Goku is the better fighter. Saying, like how Big L said, he does adjust to the fight. Vegeta, he tries to end it quickly, and it's kind of becomes his downfall. Some fights, not all, but some. But it's easy. I just wish Vegeta becomes a better fighter one day. You know, that fight would never happen.
Alright. Well, I think with that, we're going to end tonight's podcast. Any closing statements or remarks for this week's episode?
Well, I'm actually getting really happy to see the next week's episode, Goku fighting Khalifa. That should be interesting.
That should be very interesting.
Only thing I don't see. Yeah, like I ain't nothing new.
Goku beat a girl before.
Yeah, he beat his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go with the bullshit. Are you talking about Chi-Chi back in Dragon Ball?
He really didn't really fight her.
He didn't really fight that girl. You gotta stop.
Leave Ariel.
Nah, I don't count him either.
Back
That's
in the
filler
day.
shit.
Nah, but no, in the Dragon Ball manga, no.
Hey, she's an android anyway. She ain't a real girl.
Anyway, like I said, I hope she fights them. And the only thing I'm hoping which doesn't happen, he shows the Super Saiyan 3, and he transforms out of nowhere with it.
Well, I think it's gonna happen. I mean, I want to see spoilers, but I should. Spoiler alert for next week's episode 100 of a possible transformation. So, turn the podcast off. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Like, subscribe. Spoiler coming. Khalifa looks like she has.
Doing a Naruto podcast next, right, guys?
Hell no. The hell with Naruto. I'll do a Naruto bashing rant. Sure, that's what I'll do. You know, Khalifa apparently has Super Saiyan Grade 3 transformation.
What?
Yeah,
You said Super Saiyan God?
no, Grade 3, aka Super Trunks transformation.
No.
Yes, there's images, and this is from the official Shonen Jump. This ain't no jive from some dude on YouTube. There's some official like early Shonen Jump magazine or whatever. And she's big as fuck in the picture. Like, yeah, I'm like, these you got these big bodybuilder bitches, Kel and Khalifa. This shit is hilarious. I'm like. This shit is funny as fuck. I'm like, man.
Don't say that.
Oh, I'm telling you, man.
What? Like,
Wait, is it supposed to be better than Trunks' form?
Probably. I mean, they're getting everybody buffs. So probably will be stronger.
But my thing is, there's no way it should be better. Like, let's be for real.
Well, she's supposed to be a quote-unquote prodigy, a genius, a natural talent.
But like, no, I don't care. It doesn't make any sense. Then I can tell you why right now. Super Saiyan Grade 3 is useless against Super Saiyan 2.
Correct.
Wait, hold on.
So why would she even go? Yeah, that's my point. Exactly.
Oh, Jesus
I have
Christ.
no idea. I think she's going. My theory is I think she's going to see Kale do that form, and she's going to think something. Because apparently, also rumors is spoilers. Actually, this isn't a rumor. This is actually a leaked episode title or a description and everything. She asked Goku how to go Super Saiyan Blue. Like how does he do that? So everybody's remembering she might go blue out of nowhere and blah blah blah. But I think this Grade 3 is going to be her attempting to go blue, and that's what she ends up getting. Or what my actual theory is, she sees Kale doing that form. She thinks, maybe I could do something like that too if I try, and that's what she ends up with that form. That's what I think is actually going to happen. So, I don't know, but Khalifa will be God by the end of next week, so don't worry. She getting up there fast. She'll be God mode by the end of the month. Actually training right now in this tournament. She getting hands-on experience. She out in the field. Oh man.
That's fucking ridiculous. Like I said, Super's all over the place.
Hey man, it's your favorite show weekly though. We all know. It's okay. Oh man, that's it for us, man. We out of here, man. Podcast over, man. We shutting this shit down. We shut this motherfucker. Come on, Pookie, let's burn this motherfucker down. Nah, man. Yeah. All right. Outros, Naruto.
It's your boy Naruto. I wish we could do a Naruto podcast, but never
I bet you do.
Nah, you know what? Fuck, jokes all aside. This is a great podcast. I hope y'all tune in next week for our gaming podcast and the next Dragon Ball podcast. I'll see you guys later.
Big L?
Alright, guys. Have a good night. Deuces. Psych! You know, take a girl back to Africa to take over legend. Flying Thunder, boy! And guess what? Buy my mixtape. Kamehameha Part 4. And, you know, stick with GT, boy. The greatest of all time.
I'm gonna let that in right there. Alright then, I'm out of here, man. We out of here, man. DC the Cool, you know what it is. If the industry is, like, subscribe to the channel. Got more content coming. Stream weekly. Podcast every Saturday and Sunday. Gaming podcast, Dragon Ball podcast, content throughout the week. Talk about Dragon Ball fighters. Games in general. Talking about anime. Doing big things, you know. Anyway,
Oh yeah, one
that's
more
it.
thing.
Go ahead, man.
If you guys ever want to, you know, challenge us or anything, have a debate with us, join the podcast, you know, I'm always happy. Could school you.
The challenge has been laid. For anybody who wants to get in, let me know. Let me know. Comment down below. Let me know. So, that's it. We out of here, man. See y'all next week. Peace out.